Hi, I'm Martin and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're going a nice walk in the woodlands. So today's video is going to be about what happens when you get distracted, off track, or lose purpose on your goals, or you get hoodwinked, distracted by TV, other people's interests, or you get locked into things that are a complete waste of time, doom scrolling or consuming content on YouTube that's no beneficial to yourself. Everyone does it, everyone has it, there's no escaping it, and it's going to be periods of time where you have everything going well, which has happened to me, and then there's going to be periods of time where you get distracted and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, and like what's going wrong, everything's failing, and everyone does go through this. It's a natural part of life, and maybe there's like alarm bell ringing in your head telling you there's something wrong, but not specifically telling you what it is, but deep down you know there's something, and it's up to yourself and myself to figure out what's wrong and what to do to correct it. And it's not one single action, it might be multiple actions over an extended period of time, or maybe it might be some kind of programming that you've told yourself, or idea or concept that you've been conceived by other people, or sold upon this idea that this is this, and then that's not happening and that's not working, or like if you do this and then you'll get X and then X doesn't happen. So maybe you've been wrongly misled through like blissful ignorance, or wrong not knowing, or with malevolent intent. There are people out like that once you obviously start to do well, and it's to be aware of that, but not to be so paranoid like that everyone's out to get you. And then if they are, it means you're pushing and you're achieving something, because then you've got something that people want, and they want to slow you down, sidetrack you, because they see you doing all that and they haven't, and it reminds themselves of what they haven't done, or can't do, or won't do, or don't want to do, or they've given up and been deceived by other people, and other people not achieving it, and they've heard it so many times they accepted defeat, and now they're trying to convince you as well. So you will be tested on that, but not too much about that today, because today's more about like what do you do when you feel like you're sidetracked, not at where you want to be at, you haven't hit your current goals, you're just getting started, you feel lost, there's so much information and you don't know where to start. And when you do things, these things aren't working, you haven't got it figured out, got no reference experience to draw from or learn from other areas of life, or just in life. But I don't think that's true. It can be true, but it might not be true. Both could be correct. Like the things that you haven't done, that's life experience too. Like, so if you haven't done something, you can learn from the negative. Like, I've done that, not done that, and this is what the outcome is. So maybe I need to do something else. And then maybe people do things for the first time. It doesn't work out, and they go, oh, it didn't work, I'll give up. Sometimes you just have to persist through it and push through the noise, and then there'll be periods of time where it'll just naturally come flowing, and times where you have to push it out and push through it. And that, I think it's just part of life, ups and downs. When things are going great and you have to push through because things aren't working, or they could be not working, one or the other. But it's not to get too hung up on it, and not too overthinking it, get stuck. I think it's just to get moving, and to get moving, and then making better, wiser, smarter decisions that enrich your life or make your life better. And like this will mean that you're going to have to change and do things differently from when you originally done them, because obviously in the past the things that you've done haven't always worked out. And I've still got to get used to talking to the camera because it's more of a confidence thing. And I haven't filmed any content in a while, so I've got to get used to again filming in front of people and having the worry, the idea of what people think of me. And this is something I know that I've got to work on because it's a hang up and causing barriers towards me to get into the next level. But then again, I think everyone has this. I think it's just life experience, and if you have enough experiences in life where you see that nothing bad happens to you, you didn't die, nothing drastic, and then you're like, okay, nothing bad's happened to me, I'm not going to die or harmed or maimed. It's just a perception of what they think of me. But then again, you're given too much of what I am. See, I haven't got it all figured out. Human. And nah, I'm nothing bad about it. They're too much worried about perceiving what they will think of you. But I have to say, filming this content really does help me. No, I've got some beautiful crows just like them flying in front of me. So my point is, like, this is my point, like just keep on moving, even though just doing that experience, I had someone walk past me and felt really uncomfortable. Didn't stop the video, I just turned to a different direction. Should have kept walking and filming, but then it's not about completely halting, it's what you do. Okay, so I'm going to probably bump across someone maybe walking around now, and it is to keep on filming, because obviously, what am I so worried about? It's about self-development. I want to become a multi-millionaire. Right. Obviously, I've got to be careful talking about that in front of people, or maybe it's a misconception in my mind and I have it, and or get closer to having it, or slightly even closer. I was like, hang on, that's not even the truth. Obviously, you've got to be sensible when you're discussing that sort of thing in an environment. You're not going to start discussing like lots of money in front of a very dangerous area. It's about obviously being smart and sensible, but it's about keep on moving. Like things aren't going to go well. Like for me, like I wanted to film this video. That person was there. It's not their fault. It's me. Right? They haven't done anything wrong. It's just a confidence issue, or lack of experience, or reference experiences to draw from, to realise that, hang on, I'm not going to die, nothing bad's going to happen to me. But let's move on from that. But that's just an example for this video. So it's about keep on moving. Like things aren't going to go your way. Like today, like I just said. But what do you do when things don't go your way? You can't just give up. You need to keep on pushing and making decisions that are more beneficial to yourself. And it's a constant thing. It never ends and it never lacks up. You have to be fully in, fully committed. And if you're not fully committed, that's when you're going to get resistance, and there's the risk of getting sidetracked, of not achieving your goals. And this could be like, I'm tired after a long day. Things I've told myself, oh yeah, I've deserved the rest. You may do, you may not. But here's a test. People are coming past. So that's about. It's just about that, really. It's about keep on pushing, making the right decisions, be better informed, and not worrying too much about what people think of you. As I say, walking past them. So, yeah, making better decisions is really better for you. Takes time. It takes time. It's not something you get right overnight. And I realise that this is going to be a niche community because it's not for everyone. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to growing this channel out, building my subscriber base. At first, I never know what I wanted this channel to be about. I wanted it to be like a combination of like self-development, my accounting, my bookkeeping. I think I just want this video to be like a documentation. I wanted it originally to be like a documentation of my progress on my journey the whole way through, so you can see my journey and I can map it out and see where I'm from and where I am. But I have to say, if I could find some really old videos of myself, like if I know I do sound confident. I know obviously I didn't sound confident just walking past someone a second ago, but for some people talking like this, even when there's no one around, there's a perception of like bumping into someone. Like literally, I'm telling you, it's not as easy as you think it is. This has took me a long time. Many videos, many experiences. It's just like, don't give up. You're gonna have to keep on pushing and grunt through the discomfort, and then it gets easier with time because you have more reference experiences to draw from, life experiences, and you have the confidence, and so naturally to talk to the camera it's quite hard because you get hung up sometimes, and that still happens to me whilst filming. Still not fully there yet, and I think I want to get better with formatting, structuring, but then again I don't want it to be too structured because I don't want it to be mechanical. I want it to be more flow, but with direction and steering. And this is what takes time. Me making this sort of content is what I need to do to get there. And also there's other benefits to this as well. Like, I'd highly recommend doing it to build confidence. You actually feel more confident and you feel better in your mental health. My mental health feels so much better every time I film a video. Talking like this is so beneficial to me. Like, it's worth its weight in gold. Like, I mean, like literally there isn't a price tag, an amount I could put on that. I know that I'm not where I want to be at financially, but no one truly is to a certain point. There'll just be new problems, but you may not think that, but depending on what you want to do, you're going to have other problems and the lack of funds. But you may have enough funds if you have a smaller or a target that isn't as extravagant, which is fine, and it's not a shame. I don't probably have a big target compared to other people, but you just get a new set of problems. But with more experience, and obviously as I just said, like the money, it's just not worth, you know what I mean? Like, this is worth more than paper. Like, just like they're spending this time with yourself now. Like, not many people are seeing this video at the moment, but later on, when my channel grows and I make more content, more people will come back and watch my old school videos in my early days to see where I'm at now, and they'll see my massive growth, and it takes time. And this goes back to, again, the persevering when things don't go the way you want them to, is to not give up, because you're going to get lost, you're going to get sidetracked, you're going to feel depressed. But don't fool yourself and say it ain't worth it, or don't bother. Only the special people get it anyway. These special people, they may have it handed to them and given to them, and don't be jealous of that. Even if you are jealous, like, how does that even help you? Like, it's just one person. If you think about it, how many millionaires and billionaires there are, ain't that many percentage wise to the population of planet Earth. Or it is only planet Earth, but it's a weird way of saying it. But anyway, like, why are you so wrapped up in about, oh yeah, it's unfair that they've got it? It doesn't stop you. Like, say if you're not where you want to be at financially, and you want to have further goals, that you getting hung up about, oh, it's unfair they've got it and like, I have to push through, they had a better start point than me. So what? They did. They may blow it, they may take advantage of it, and more power to them. Doesn't help you. But people don't also forget other people will be saying the same about you, but no one ever really thinks of that, or maybe you do, and it's just me. I only feel that. Who knows? I could be right, I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. But there are other people where you're at now, wishing where you're at. You may not think you've got a lot, and maybe you do, you don't, relative to what you think you have. But there are other people who definitely want to have a life that you have. And so it's about putting it into perspective. Like, it's really important to remember, like, don't be envious as well, and like get too hung up on that. Feeling much more confident now. So it just takes a little bit of time, and I have passed quite a few people already, but the real test will be when it's bigger groups of people, which is interesting because it's probably like a social program. Like, there's more judgment when there's more people, which is strange because they're probably all thinking the same thing. Not saying that I'm degrading them, but in all aspects of life. But when you interact with, like, this is the only interaction I'm going to have, like passing, like they're all going to be thinking like roughly the same thing. So it's only like one thought, but more people makes it more intense, which is really strange. Anyway, that's a side thought. But the point is, like, if you're getting distracted, I have to say, in the early days, it's rough. It is rough, to be honest, but it's not to get to dwell on that. If you dwell on the negative too much, all you see is negative. You've got to try and see the beauty in the smallest of things, and it's the thought processes that you pull. And this is going to take quite a lot of work too. Like, some things that you've been told are just like not true. Literally not true. You just got to keep on pushing, and like you got to do crazy things. You got to do what the world does. You got to do. Doesn't do. You've got to do. Right, and obviously sometimes when you do things, there won't be a payoff. It won't be recognised or appreciated in the time frame that you've deemed it should be appreciated. So obviously there will be like an ego battle there too. Everyone goes through it, even I. Like, there's been times when I've done things and I thought, hang on here. Like, I've pushed and grind so much, and it hasn't been appreciated or noticed or treasured. And there's been other people done far less me, turn up late or other things, and they get appreciated. But that's okay. That's okay. Like, I can't get focused on the negative angles. Like, I get jealous and resentful. Like, I've worked so hard. They don't. Like, because a lot of people, I'd say, oh, it's not worth it. Just quit anyway. Just do what they do. You're getting paid less because you're not working. You're obviously working harder, and they're getting paid more because they're not, or things like that. Like, it's about keep on pushing. It's like, because otherwise, if you're in an employed role, you're not going to expand because you're now too wrapped up on them, what they don't do, and also you're not being recognised for what you do. But when you do leave, and even if you aren't fully appreciated, it's to keep doing it anyway, because you're not going to be. It's not if you're truly not recognised, you will be in the right environment, in the right job. It just means that maybe you're not in the right place, or maybe not. Maybe it's a test from God at this moment in time, or maybe it's just a life lesson you have to learn to grunt through it in the bills of resistance. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's just really worth it if you keep on pushing, and like, your mental health will get better. Your mental health will get better, and it's just about focusing on the right things. And like, one reason I've got to get better on is like being on social media, not on it, and using it. Like, I mean, like, if you're really got like gaming, if you do a lot of gaming, I find now that I can't really do much or any gaming because I get really frustrated that I've wasted so much time. And it isn't just that time that you've wasted. You've got to put into context that you have after time in the recovery. Like, it's like, you know, when you get drunk, you have the time when you're drunk and you may be enjoying it, Or not, because sometimes I'd still do the gaming, not now. But I didn't enjoy it, but I done it anyway. And then you got like the hangover, it's like, oh, I wasted so much time. And that's a waste of time, realising that was a waste of time. And then that was a waste of time, and that wasting time, and you get stuck. So it's about just getting moving, and then like, okay, I recognise I wasted that time, it's done, gone, move on. And do something else. That's far more productive, and that's more beneficial for you than anything. And maybe there will be no payoff, maybe there won't, but maybe if you feel a little bit better, like you made your day better, is it really a waste of time? And who is the arbiter? Who is the arbiter of like, has it been wasted or not? Is it external forces, what other people say directly, or the faults, what other people might perceive what it might be? Both of them are really bad. And also the other one is like doom scrolling on Instagram. I sometimes do that. I do get, not for hours, but maybe for a little bit too long, where get a bit agitated, like damn it, I've wasted time on a doom scroll. Like today, literally done it today. And it's like, damn it, I've wasted so much time and I'm agitated. And maybe this has an impact on how I'm making this video. But you just got to keep going and pushing forward. Like the world is like, I'll just relax, put your feet up. You'll be fine. But I'm not that sort of mentality type of person. I'd rather keep on moving and keep on pushing. Right now, I'm getting closer to taking my first test of my level 4 accounting. Completed all my levels of bookkeeping. Qualified bookkeeper. And now working my way to becoming an accountant. And then obviously maybe afterwards chartered like this whilst working full time. Like, if you want things, you can't just put your feet up. And you're going to have to give up things, your leisure time. And this is another thing that you will get distracted. People tell you like, oh, you've earned your rest. It's like, it works so hard, you might as well put your feet up. Put your feet up. You could be dead tomorrow, or like variations on that, or just relax. You work so hard. Why do you work so hard anyway? Why is it really worth it? Like, you gotta enjoy it. Life is to be lived. And you've got to have other variations of that. It'll obviously be different from around the world. Maybe it's the same, but be like a variation. I'm not ready to go back yet. Let's do another lap. They'll be like that. It will be like that. So it's really important that you don't get distracted by what other people say about rest and not being you really believing in this. And later that you've been slightly eroded from that thought process and not duped, but realigned into other thinking. And that's going to happen. We are obviously being around other people, hanging around other people, have different mindsets, will have an impact on you more than you think. And I've had to realise that wake up call recently, like how much of a bigger impact hanging around certain people might be. But maybe this is a social program within myself that I've been told that is the case, and then I believe it, and then it becomes true. Or maybe it is other things, and maybe I should just be myself, keep doing it anyway, and take the criticism. Or is it? I don't know if it is that. But whatever it is, there's no point over analysing it anyway. Like, learn from the experience. That's what I'm talking about. Me now. What I need to do. What I need to do right now. So if I'm talking to you, this is what I need to do. I'm talking for me. This video is for me. But if it helps me, it's going to probably help someone else. Like, to push forward. And if I hear like this neurosis, like, you don't need to do it anyway. Like, literally, if you want to live, have financial freedom, you can't be like putting your feet up. If you're not currently where you want to be at, obviously if you're more close towards financial freedom, or if you have interesting goals and that changes, that's fine. But as long as it is that, and if you want to put up your feet too, that's fine. But if you're not happy where you're at, and if you give up, you're going to want to have to start again somewhere else, further down the line. So you might as well just keep going. But it's really important not to get distracted, and of course, from the external world, because the criticism and the remarks, or like in conversation, natural conversations flow. You may not even fully realize it, or the influence that the words that people are saying around you, or even if you're not having these conversations but you're around these people and you hear that could have influence. And maybe it should be like the things that I do should have influence more, and that's how I need to convert myself more too. I'm not going to be like an asshole, or like a mean person, or rude, or derogatory, or mean the way I go about things. So if people have an issue with it, that's on them, but I don't see why they would. But then again, it will speak more about them. So this is something I need to change more within myself. There's the things that I do more. Oh, there's people there. I want to keep walking, test my confidence. But that's the things that I do more that I'm going to have to shift it to, and that's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of time, and once I think I get this down, it's going to take one of the big blocks away that is probably holding me back. Or even though that I feel a lot more confident within myself, the way I go about life and go around things and perceive things, and I become more self-actualized and more me, and then you're not too worried and hung up and about the others or the external world. And like, these are all distractions, and maybe we are taught through these things through like a blissful ignorance, and maybe that's the way we kept ourselves back in the olden times. But this is not now. Like, literally no harm's coming to me. And also maybe does it also make you contract and make you smaller? Like literally, if you're doing all this and then you hang around the other people and you have to adapt, you're shrinking and you're not getting where you want to be at, and that causes this resistance. So like getting out and making this video has been like so beneficial to me. Like there's been times like I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be financially. Like my mind tells me things like it's neurotic. It's like do I deserve to make this sort of content yet? You haven't earned it yet. And like, who put that there? Where did that come from? This negative self-talk. But I don't get too hung up on it. It's there, acknowledge it, and then like, okay, it's a fault, I gotta try and throw it away. But I have to say, when I was earlier in the journey, if you look through my earlier content, it was a lot harder. So with time, it does get easier. More reference experience to draw from, life experience, and you make more decisions and you get the hang-ups taken away, like these pillars. Like, imagine these pillars like slowly being removed, and then you replace them with better things and better ideas that are more beneficial to your life. And that's really important. That's really important. But I definitely do think that, like I've said, so like if I go back now, and also the frustration, like my full-time job I'm really grateful for, but obviously it's not my full potential, so I get frustration there. And also don't get hung up with the frustration, because that's another distraction and holding you back. Like, yeah, you're gonna get frustrated, it's part of life, and maybe it's a signal in your brain saying like, you need to do something. And if you're depressed or unhappy, like what's wrong with me? Like, I used to think that, and now not so much. And then maybe now I'm thinking more, hang on, maybe it's like a warning signal. Like now I'm feeling great, amazing, rejuvenated, re-energized. I don't know, I think walking out in the sun, walking on the grass has a big impact, but so the words I'm telling myself and reprogramming my mind is more having a bigger impact than the others. And like I used to walk, when I used to walk back, like now obviously I'm facing me, like I'm walking back, I used to feel bad that it's ended, and like right, I'll go back to the normality. And then now that's about like shifting, like I've got to stay in this state whilst going back where I'm not happy at. I'm not unhappy in work, but where I want to be at. And like, so it's not like this or that. And that talks about the when you're around other people, and if they have a different mindset as to, you know, they say you're the 5 people you hang around, and that probably is true. But maybe it isn't true. Maybe it's the things that you do. Well, that's what I want to try and lead it to. And like, and if I'm saying that I'm here, then I'm that, and I'm different personas, and and that's what maybe causes some friction. So if you see people on YouTube and you think that I've got it all figured out, literally I haven't. You could just see me earlier in the video, like literally got disturbed, got distracted, a bit settled social pressures like judgment, what people might think of me. Like literally, I don't know who the person was. Maybe they judge me, maybe they don't. So what? Like, I'm wishing harm or bad, talking about good things, and maybe they're happy for me. Maybe they wanted to hear more, and maybe it's me doubting myself so much. Who knows? Does it really matter? And as again, I said, it's really weird how there's more people. You think it's more judgment when they're all thinking similar sort of thing, a good or bad, or maybe a mix, because there's more people. It's more like to be a mix. Probably, if they're older, because they're more into peer pressure, because they've got to think the same, which is what I felt young. And when I've heard a lot of other people, they'll have a similar experience. So it's probably likely to be true. So yeah, this video is just about just keep on moving, pushing forward, and if you keep on pushing forward, it will get better. It may not be amazing, and maybe you never get to where you truly really want and all your goals. And things happen. Life is unfair, unfortunately. But you can improve your hand in the smallest little ways, no matter how minute, how great or small. Or you can just make the best of things, or make things better, or manageable. Or you can just enjoy the current present moment more, even though you're not happy fully where you want to be in the future. So that's really, really important. And obviously, same goes for me. I'm not currently happy where I want to be, and I've got to work at enjoying the present more. And obviously, this is all a new experience to me. Like literally, I haven't actually filmed content walking back to my car yet before, and I'm not feeling too bad. And I know the universe will probably test me one time when I least expect it, and so I'll come right around that corner. And once I get that down, I feel like a big pillar will be lifted off of me. And there may be times where I do experience it, and maybe I don't experience it when I feel that pillar's removed, like smack. Here's to remind you of like where you come from. Got to retest you. And it's not just once done, always done. I think sometimes things need to be refreshed and updated, and sometimes things work for you then and they might not work for you later. But yeah, I really hope you found this video useful. I feel a lot better, and like, as I said, I got to tell myself now, like when going back, it's like I can't separate the two from this moment here. So when I go back, I'm not happy at, I've got to be a different person. I got to tell when I go back now, I've got to try and tell myself like I'm not the people I'm surrounded by, because they don't all have the same kind of thinking, and like some of them are quite negative, mean, criticising, not bullying, but not speaking too fondly of people. But yeah, hopefully this video finds you well. Please feel free to subscribe. Hope you like the content, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.